What's going on, guys? This is Chris Line or C2 and welcome back to another video tonight. So in this video we're going to show you a line of buses. You've seen most of these in my past videos, but I won't be doing too much explaining with them, but I'm going to go and show them off. And before we get started, I just want to mention that none of these buses are mine. I do not claim responsibility for them, nor do I have the copyrights to them. So please just do me a favor and please don't ask me to link these buses, because I do not have the rights or copyrights to send or link buses. Because if you guys want to find out where to get these buses, then I'll have you figure that out. Because I don't mean to be a burden, but I just don't want to create confrontation with the owners of these buses. I just don't want to have a whole spam of emails in my file explaining, like, why am I linking buses to people. So just for the future reference, please don't ask me to link them. But so anyway, now we're going to get started. We're going to start off the right side of the lot here. First off, we've got a 2006 ICRE from Kenton County Schools, Kentucky. Got a white roof, 2 AC vents on the top. Of course, there's an engine vent here because this is an RE, as you can see. It's a second-gen RE that's got a DT466E with an MD3060. The next bus I definitely won't be talking about much because you've seen it before. But in case you don't know what it is, it's a 2003 ICCE. It's a DT466E because it's a CE300. The biggest difference is the CE200 from first gen would be a 444E, but this has got a DT466E with an Allison AT545. The next bus here is a 2018 Thomas Safety Liner HDX, also from Kenton County, Kentucky. You can tell it's Kentucky spec because the black bell, and when red lights flash, that's something new they've started doing. But it's got full LED on the back, full LED on the front except headlights. Cummins B6.7 with an Allison MD3060. The next bus here, you haven't seen much on my channel, but you might have seen it before. But it's a 2003 Bluebird All-American A3 FE. It's got a 5.9 Cummins with an Allison MD3060. And 3 of these Bluebirds here are Ohio spec. You can tell by that. Those of you who know what Ohio spec looks like. But stop state law is what they've used to do. Now they just say stop for the most part. But buses that don't have registration tags or plates, just because they show the registration number on here, and Ohio specs requires them to not have plates unless they're contracted buses. But anyway, so the next bus here is 122, which is a 2003 Bluebird All-American A3 RE. The biggest difference is you can see a huge difference between the FE versus the RE by looking at the rear ends. And you can also tell on the front when one has a grille and the other does not. But the next bus here is a 1998 Bluebird TC2000 RE. So the biggest difference is I found out why the TC2000 is not an All-American, because the specs on it are pretty similar, but unfortunately it just wasn't considered an All-American, which is weird. But anyway, that's not the whole point of this video. But the next bus here is a 2022 Bluebird Vision from Quantum ISD. So it's got a 6.7 liter Cummins with an Allison 2500 series PTS transmission. And the next bus here is a 2003 Bluebird 3800 International. Tennessee specs. So it's got a DT466E. And if you guys want to find out more about the Bluebird 3800, search up Project 681. He's a super huge fan of these buses. He's got one, for instance, anyway. A Bluebird 3800. Very good buses to have. Next up here we got is the 2023 both of these ICCEs are 2023s. They are also from Kenton County, Kentucky. You can't clearly tell on this, but whoever made these mods kind of missed some specs on it. But both of them have 6.7 Cummins with an Allison PTS transmission, 2500. The next bus here we got is a 2013 C2, Thomas Safety Liner C2. And it is also from Kenton County, Kentucky. But this is the better way you can tell Kentucky spec, because they do require the arrow turn signals, which is nice. But you can't see it on this bus, but one thing I do not like about Kentucky spec is having the secondary reverse lights. I honestly never cared for that on Kentucky spec. But I've always liked how Kentucky has variety of buses. But the biggest difference is on this bus, since it's a 2013, you've got all LED except the headlights, of course, and you got a standard gray grille. Nowadays, the new Kentucky C2s do come with black grills. That's usually standard for most states. But anyway, so the next bus here is another 2003 Bluebird 3800. This one is actually a T444E. It's actually not a 2003, it's a 1998. This is an incorrect badge here, but they just threw a hood on it that said DT466E, but it's got a T444E in it with an Allison AT545. So the next bus is a 2017 Bluebird Vision. This bus, I don't really remember what specs it says, but it does say North Carolina Public Schools. But the thing is about this bus is that this is not accurate to North Carolina spec, because North Carolina spec has blackout with a yellow frame, like yellow lines on the bumper, and this bus has a yellow roof, but that's not a North Carolina spec. So if you guys know what specs this actually is, let me know in the comments. The next bus is a 2003 ICCE. It's also a 300, so it's got a DT466E with an Allison MD3060 is what this one has. This one is Texas spec that says stay back 50 feet, but Texas spec does normally require it to say school bus on the side. This bus, I can't tell. I don't know if you can tell if it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah. And it's from Quantum ISD, but they based this bus off of Texas. Sorry if you can hear my chair creaking. But this bus here is a 2022 Thomas Safety Liner C2. It's a Florida spec bus, and you've seen it before. But the one thing weird about it is that it has mixed match rims, which I don't know why that is. But whoever owns this mod, I recommend that you fix that if you can. Now these buses here, the majority of them you have seen on my channel before, but I won't be doing a whole lot of talking with them because you've seen them before. But I'll go ahead and give you a rundown on them. 2917 is a 2020, it's a 2020 CE that has a 6.7 Cummins in it. You could tell by that because if you come up to the door, behind the door, it does say the word Cummins, and you got a Cummins badge right there. Sorry guys, this bus is actually a 2017. But this one's the same thing. It's actually the same bus. I didn't mean to sit on the same bus twice. That's fine though, but you get the rundown. Both of them have Cummins with an Allison PTS transmission. This one is spec the same, and it's also got a Cummins in it. Actually, no, this one's a... This bus says it's a 2007, but it's not, because it's a 2008 because it has a Max Force DT. And every IC fan knows that started in 2008. So that's an incorrect spec. This one is a DT466E, I think. Yeah, nope, this one's a Max Force, but it's a 2014 CE. But the last bus that's on this lineup is a 2012 ICRE. It's spec just like this one, except this one has a Max Force DT because it's a 2012. The last buses here, you've again seen on my channel. This is a 2008, so it's got a Max Force DT. And this one's a 2006, so it's got a this bus has got a VT365. So that's pretty much it for the lot. But that's going to do it for you guys, and thank you so much for watching. And I hope you enjoy. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. And if you really enjoy, let me know what you think in the comments on what you guys felt about the lot here. Is there anything you guys want to see that's different? Let me know in the comments if you guys want to see anything different. But that is going to do it for you guys, and thank you so much for watching.